Hey y'all, so I'm outside in my backyard today. I have a mic because it's loud, it's wind, it's birds, it's cats, all types of things. But what I wanted to talk about today was the thing that I've been dealing with over the past few days that have been very intense. I'm under my little umbrella, but the past few days have been so incredibly intense. Um, Emotionally intense. Last night was pretty intense. But the biggest thing I feel today is grief. So much grief. Looking back over my life and all the years, I might get emotional. All the years that I feel was wasted, all the time that was wasted of me beating up on myself the way I was. Like that part, like just different things, like going to different jobs and different instances with friends and different even relationships, just so many different moments where I needed support and I didn't know how to voice that and I didn't know how to support myself. Um, Instances where I messed up or it's like, why am I like this, or why does it feel so hard? Like it seemed like everybody's just whizzing around me like ants and I'm just like a fucking turtle, just barely making it. But the biggest thing is how much effort I put into just existing, just going through a normal day. Nobody sees the amount of effort. Look at this. Look at this cat. She looks like my old cat Simba who passed away. It's like he reincarnated in her. And she's bad just like him. But anyway, um, she's so pretty. Just the amount of time spent just I think about like jobs and working. I did a work from home job where I worked for Apple for like, I was a tech support for like 4 months or something like that. And on the first few days, I found myself just having constant panic attacks, just like I could barely get through to the next call. Just, and the irony about the irony about me is that I can get really good at something really fast, and then I just fall apart. I think maybe the effort to get really good took everything out of me. People would see me as an overachiever, um, and I am, because I really like to get things right. But it takes so much energy to focus on that. I was reading a book. I'm going to put the name of listening to a book on Spotify, and I'm going to put the name of the book in the description of this video. And just listening to the stories of the author and of the women thus far who, look at, what are you doing, ma'am? And of the women who just, it's like listening, it's like hearing my story being replayed to me back. Like I'm hearing myself back. When it comes to jobs, I've probably had over 25 jobs in my life, and that's a rough estimate. Many of them I did not stay. Some I didn't even make it a day. Most I only made for a few months, like 6 months. Some of them I did for like the longest I had ever stayed at a job was 2 years, and I was working at Walmart. I was young. Let's start there. And I also didn't do it full time. I only did it. I was going to school then, so I only did it part time. Um, and the oh my God, that place is a. By the time I left that job, I was shot. I worked with family after that for some years. I take that back. I worked with them longer. I worked with them longer. I think I think my neighbor. That's my neighbor's cat behind me. I think. And I call her Luna, and I think her name actually is Luna because she looks like a Luna. And I hear my neighbor calling, and I think she's calling for her. She said, "Luna, Luna." That's crazy. I'm getting off topic, but anyway, um, I have no idea how I was able to do that job for so long. But I worked for my family longer. I did work for them longer because it was a part-time job and it was just easy, but it just wasn't enough money. The story of my life. Um, but just when I left that job, I was in such a deep state. Like I stayed in a deep state of depression for about 3 years. And I feel like I'm back at that place, but in a different way. I can't really explain that, but I don't know if you hear that, but she's calling. I don't know if she's calling for this cat, but the cat left when she heard that name. I don't know. Anyway, so just thinking back over how hard it was to just work that fucking job every day, just struggling, struggling. The last real job I had, which was also part time, struggling. The last full time job I had, I was driving buses, and that ended me like within about 6 months. That ended with me almost committing suicide. So I'm at a point where I'm not really sure what is next for me. I just know that everything that's happening now is a result of extreme burnout over a period of years. Things that I could ignore before, I can't ignore now. Lights, sound, um, people, general sensitivities. Even talking is exhausting, which is why I don't talk that much. Um, and I feel like everything that I'm experiencing is a result of just years and years of pushing down, ignoring, and then coming to understand that I am autistic and just accepting that I can feel like me. What? I'm not autistic. What? That's what? Just that feeling of it can't be me. I can do this, I can do that. But this is what happens as a result of you doing that. This is the result of being able to do all of that and then crashing horribly. And I feel like now is the time for me to I really have to move forward and do something else, but I just feel stuck. I feel like a car with no gas. There's no gas in it. The transmission is blown. There's a gasket leaking in the engine and the electrical system is fried. Like I just feel completely burnt out ain't even the word. I feel broken down. And every day is just really fucking hard. And then I think about all of the brain function, like how can I fix this? How can I make this better? How can I change this? That is really what takes me all the way down. Like if the physical stuff doesn't do, then the thinking about how can I get out of this is the last bit of energy. And so last night I decided, you know what? What if I just accepted it? Like accepted this is where I am. Like truly, not just, oh yeah, this no. Truly accepted. This is where I am. This is who I am. And if I never changed at all, could I still love myself? Could I still accept me as I am right now? I could either choose to do that or I can choose to continue to fight it. And what do you think is going to be the end of that? Do you think that's going to end well? So instead of fighting this, I'm choosing to just accept where I am right now. Even with my eating has been off. I've been doing so well, but it's so hard to get back to eating with number one, money. That's the first thing. And number two, just Eating is what helps. I guess eating is my stem. I love the act of chewing. Eating is what helps me to things to not be so intense. And it also helps those dopamine levels to rise to where I can feel okay afterwards. Because before I could, whenever I was feeling away, like, oh, I really need to fast, I could do fast, honey. I could fast my ass off and it would be okay, even when things were hard. But this is different. This is a different level of burnout that I think after the years of trying to fix me and the years of mental strain, of stress, and not knowing what to do and trying to figure it all out, and oh, I don't have enough this and enough that. Can I accept what I have right now and not compare it to my worth as a person? Can I do that? If I can just do that and just facing some things last night that I had never been able to face or deal with, I'll be honest, I slept a lot better last night, a lot more peacefully than I have been in a really long time. And I don't know what the next step is. I don't know what I should do next. All I know is I can't keep treating myself this way, and I won't anymore. You know, just whenever I hear myself trying to turn that off, like, no, we're not gonna do that to us today. We're not gonna beat ourselves up today about this. We're gonna dial it back. You know. But anyway, that was kind of long, but that's gonna be more. I'm probably gonna talk a lot more about this acceptance thing and the sadness. Like, if I had have known sooner, oh my God, that's the part where I grieve for myself so much. If I had have known sooner, how much farther, and I don't like using that term, how much farther I can be in life. I feel like you're literally exactly where you need to be, but how much better I could have lived, how much easier things could have been, how I could have tailored my life to fit my autism. Just like accepting the word autism, my brain is like, oh God, don't say that. I still have a lot to deal with. But if I could have had the right help and the right mindset to be able to adjust to what the truth is, that I'm autistic, I could have saved myself so many years of trying to fix me, beat myself into submission, and it never really worked anyway. I think I just beat myself down to where I am right now. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm sorry that was kind of long. I wanted to do under 10 minutes, but it'd be like that. So thank you for listening. Love you. Bye.